So the movie that we're going to get into is Miss Bala, which is starring Gina Rodriguez, who plays a woman who is witness to a crime and is subsequently recruited for, this drug dealer who uses her to, do things or whatever to work for him and whatnot. And all along, she's trying to find her friend and basically just trying to, survive this whole scenario so that she could come out safe on the other end as well as her friend. Going into this movie, I really didn't look anything too into it as far as like, what is it? Rotten Tomatoes or anything like that. I didn't look at any other reviews. I wanted to go into this fresh. I really don't look at reviews too much like that anymore because I want to have fresh eyes into it and, not have anybody else, thoughts kind of like mess with my mind and, whatever. I want to get my thoughts clear out. And this movie I was really, really disappointed in. I went into it and it was good. It started off good. But then it just started doing things that I don't like in movies. That cliche, not even cliche, but stupid things that characters do. One of the things I did like about it was the story. The story was good. It was simple. It wasn't anything too crazy or whatever. It's just a girl that's trying to find her friend and make sure that she's safe, and her and her friend get home safe, and she ends up finding herself in, with this gang in these drug dealers or whatever that is using her to do their bidding or whatever, and hoping that she'll be able to find her friend and get free from their hold. And it's a good story. It's a good story. The way they executed it was just anything. But I did enjoy Gina Rodriguez as the lead character. I thought that she did good, especially in the emotional scenes, seeing people die in front of her, the way she delivered that, and just all throughout the movie, I felt like she really was the character. Like she was really going through this. And I really did enjoy her portrayal of the character. And I forgot the name of the character. Gloria, that's the name of her character, Gloria. And she was like the best part. I mean, it helps that she is cute as hell, but just her acting ability, she did a really phenomenal job, and I really did like that. A lot of other actors did good. A lot more was just kind of like, whatever. Is this one guy who is a DEA agent, and he just, yeah. But it's a lot to dislike about this movie. There are things in like movies and shows that I hate when a person is being blamed for something, and then the person that's being blamed doesn't really give out the information, doesn't say, I didn't do this because this happened, blah, blah, blah. They just like, I didn't do it. You gotta believe me. Like, trust me, I didn't do it. It's not like that. They say stuff like that, but they're not pleading their case as to why that person should believe them, or, why they're innocent or whatever. And this movie does that. And I'm just like, and then there's unbelievable things that happen into this. There's situations where characters are in, and it's kind of like, more should be happening to them, but it doesn't. I can't really get into it because I'm really trying to like stray away from just it being a spoiler or whatever. But if you see the movie, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But just certain scenes have certain characters go into it, and you think more should happen to the character, but don't. And it's just like, really? Is this really believable? Is this really how this will happen? As well as there's inconsistency. Not going to get into it, but there's something that's said in the beginning, toward the beginning of like the whole situation, and then later on it's addressed, but it's different information that's given, and the main character doesn't like, question it. Like, I thought you said this and this, but now you're saying this. They didn't say that. It was just like, you were told this, but then now you're told something else, and the main character don't question it. It's like what? And then another thing, characters make stupid decisions. that leads to predictability. That's really all I'm gonna say to it. It's something happens in this movie that makes what happens in the end just really predictable, just super predictable, and just how it ends is just bad. It's corny, it's cheesy and stuff of that nature, and it's just. Ugh. But in conclusion, this movie it's okay. If you go into it expecting a lot, you're gonna be disappointed. If you're not really expecting anything and you just like these movies and you just want to go in and enjoy, you probably might find a lot of enjoyment out of it, find a lot to get from it. The performance from Gina Rodriguez, like I said, is phenomenal up in here. I did enjoy her. A lot of the aspects surrounding around her, besides the story, just did not work. It was not executed right, and just the ending was just bad. It was just bad. Would I go see it again? That's the funny thing. I probably would. I probably would, but I probably wouldn't. It's like it has potential, but whatever. But let's just put it for this review. It doesn't have a rewatch value. I give it a 5. It's not completely bad, but it's not good in the slightest sense. This is a movie that you probably could skip and wait till it comes out on like Redbox or Netflix or whatever. But other than that, yeah, this is just not a good movie to go see. If you have AMC stubs, then go ahead. But if you're coming out of pocket, just whatever.